It was a moonless night in a remote jungle encampment somewhere in the Philippines. A faint rustle of leaves whispered through the air as the distant echoes of gunfire and the whir of helicopters occasionally pierced the stillness. Inside a small tent, Private Marco Santos sat hunched over a makeshift table, his face etched with fatigue. His camouflage uniform bore the marks of dust and sweat, reminders of the grueling days and nights spent in this harrowing place. In his hand, he held a frayed photograph of his family, a snapshot of his wife and young child, eyes filled with innocence and distant joy. In the other, he clutched a small, worn Bible. Marco was a young soldier, just in his mid-20s, yet the burdens he carried made him feel much older. The faces of his comrades blurred together with the faces of his fears, melding into an overwhelming weight on his shoulders. Will I ever see them again? He often wondered about his family. The tent was dim-lit, save for the soft glow of a single lantern flickering unsteadily in the corner. Marco took a deep breath, feeling the swell of emotion lodged in his throat. He opened the Bible to a familiar verse, 1 Peter 5 verse 7, which read, "Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you." Closing his eyes, Marco whispered the words aloud, letting each syllable roll off his tongue like a bomb. Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. The distant sounds of battle receded for a moment, hushed by the presence of something greater, something that felt sacred. A soft light seemed to filter through the fabric of the tent, ethereal and warm. Marco's heart, once heavy with dread, now felt lighter. His worries of mortality, of leaving his family behind, were momentarily lifted. The fear etched in his features slowly gave way to a sense of peace and resolute determination. He stood up, slowly, as if savoring the newfound strength coursing through him. With a firm grip, he placed the helmet back on his head, allowing its weight to ground him not in fear, but in courage. As he stepped out into the night, the jungle's dense air greeted him. His heart, no longer enslaved by anxiety, beat with a steady rhythm, each thump a promise to himself and his loved ones, a promise to return home. The soldier was ready to face his mission, rooted in the faith that he was cared for, not just by his country, but by his God.